Okay, the top 5 cliches that real estate agents hear. I have the top 5 here. 1, waiting for the market to get better. There is no perfect time to buy a home. Essentially, everybody is equally affected by the macro economy. So interest rates going up or down, essentially, that is something that we all have to contend with. What I recommend is simple. Know your market, see the inventory, and work with an agent. And lastly, understand your finances. Once those things are locked and loaded, you can then be confident with your decision. So when it's time to make a purchase, you'll be ready. That's the best advice I can give you. Our property is worth more. So we have sellers, they come to us, they see a home that recently sold in their neighborhood for X amount, and they say, my home is worth that. Well, potentially, but what really matters is what is the marketing strategy to take this property to market? There could be a whole host of reasons that home sold for that amount. The school district, the neighborhood, the renovations, the interior, the staging, the decluttering, how they marketed, how they sold it. Everything plays into how the home is perceived. Now, there are 2 big things, obviously. People's money, what they can afford, and their heart. What they can afford, there's only so many things you can do. Maybe there's some flexibility with loans. Essentially, the way that you market, you're marketing to their heart. When they walk into the home, do they love it? You can afford it? Okay, it's a given. Do they love it? Do they feel like this can be their home? Can they imagine grilling at the barbecue, living in the living area? All those things will play into whether or not this is the right home for them. So you want to appeal to their heart. Someone else is offering cash. So here you are, you're a buyer and you're really excited. Then you hear another buyer is offering all cash. Well, guess what? All cash is not a deal breaker. If you have a loan or don't have a loan, there's so many other factors that go into it. Contingencies, flexibility, confidence that this other offer is going to actually buy the home, because that's often something that can happen. People fall out of escrow all the time. 1 in 3, it can happen. So do not feel intimidated or feel like you don't have a chance. An all cash offer might have other contingencies that make it less desirable. Maybe they want the seller out in a week or 2 weeks, and you could say, hey, take all the time you need, give them 3 weeks to pack up, give them a little longer, however you want to work it. There's many ways you can leverage your ability to be more flexible. I'm going to ask what my friends think. So that's fine. You should always get people's opinions, but they're a dime a dozen. And if you have a friend that doesn't live in Los Angeles and you're thinking about buying here, or another market where the prices are very different, someone who lives in Alaska, they're going to be blown away. They don't understand the market. They don't understand the trends. They don't understand basically anything about the super hyper local aspect of real estate. So be leery of what friends say. Rely on people that live in the area, rely on qualified realtors, and really take your time to understand what you're doing. It's your decision. You have to live there. Your friend is not in any way going to be affected by what you do. Lastly, I love it, but. So this happens all the time. They love it, but they don't like the paint. They don't like the interior. They don't like the curb appeal. All that can be changed. So what we look at is a home like this, and we call it value add. So there's going to be maybe fewer buyers that want to deal with what can be a hassle, working with a general contractor, sourcing different things. But if you want a home that's going to be something that appeals just to you because you love it and you designed it to fit the way you want, well, this is a great opportunity, because you might have an opportunity to buy something that will be less per square foot in the neighborhood you want to be in. And then to do it yourself will be less money than if you were to pay for someone who have already done all these improvements. So I love it, but it's fine. You want to have a home. You don't want to be a but. And in the end, ignore all that. Work with someone who knows what they're doing. They may know a lot of vendors like we do and help you get the home built. Don't end up with a but, end up with a home. Thank you.